Hello, welcome, dear hearts. Come on and enjoy a brief moment with me, Natasha, the owner of the Magical Blessing Healing Center. Thank you so very much for taking a brief moment out of your very busy day to go on this most magical journey with me. So grab your favorite beverage, snuggle on down and get comfy, and we will now depart onto our magical journey for this brief moment in time. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody. Mwah! The Reiki series, in my opinion, was a great success. Thank you to everybody who shared, commented. Thank you. Thank you for my dear sweet friend Lori, who called me and we had such a wonderful conversation. And it really brought forth a lot of really incredible, wonderful things, basically. Um, and so I'm really excited. Well, what is it bringing forward? Well, a few months ago I said, if you follow my blog and vlogs, I was going to go play in the dark a few months ago. When it first presented itself, I was not going happily. I was going stomping, kicking, kind of screaming. I'm going to look off camera. I was looking at that ugly piece of me and going, no, she's scary. No, just no. I don't even want to open up those dark pieces. They're pretty scary. I'm scared to death to open those pieces up. And, knew that as I was opening up some of these pieces, that there were other parts and people in my life that may not be all overly too thrilled and happy to be doing this with me. And well, the good news is it wasn't that scary to play in the dark as I perceived it to be. Those dark, icky, ugly pieces of me, I mean, it was like rolling up my sleeves, getting messy, and really having to come meet myself. Really, truly meeting me. And realizing that no matter whether it's the good, the bad, or the ugly pieces of who I am, I'm a beautiful person, a wonderful person. And in truth, it really wasn't that scary once I got used to it. And here's why. The beautiful reverie of what occurred is that I found out that what I'm going to call a dark heart teacher. I go into those dark spaces, those dark voids, those dark crevices that may be blocking the light. And I help you, myself, of course, and you eliminate them, remove them, release them, so that we can get the energy current flowing, the light illuminating, radiating, and empowering myself and you. I haven't felt so empowered in a very, very long time. And it's amazing. I will say very straight up that not everybody will appreciate that journey. Some people may and some people may not. I have one person that was at first thought it would be okay, cool, because we're playing in the dark, because my beloved is kind of a dark kind of a guy. He loves to play in the dark, and yet when I was coming out of the dark, he's like, come back, come back. And I'm like, no, I'm powered up now. Come with me. Come with me. So, there's those moments where you never know what's going to happen, but just know that you're in the most divine space, and it's your space, and that's the most important. The other really cool part about it was that I found out my niche. Yeah, I'm a dark heart teacher, and my niche is, well, I'm a master intuitive behavioral energy healer teacher. And I help you go into that dark crevices, those dark spaces, those dark voids, and I help you remove those blocks, whatever is in the way, and help you to illuminate and just empower yourself. I mean, I'm just ecstatic with all of that. So, yay! I feel so just yay! Awesome sauce. So we're gonna shift gears and we're gonna come up to something a little different, and that is, well, I'm not going to leave the darkness yet. And well, what does that mean? Some of the things that I've already used all of my life, and some of the things that I've had to re introduce to myself and so forth is, I'm an empath. And I'm a very sensitive empath. I mean, I can sometimes, I remember there was one day I was in the middle of a restaurant with my beloved, and he's like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I can't handle this. Oh my gosh, all the energies. I see energy. I see energy in color. All these energies and the noise, and there's so many people that are just mad and angry, and oh my gosh." I mean, I literally wanted to just take a dive under the table, pull everything over me, and just like go away. He wasn't having anything to do with that. He just kind of gave me one of his sideways glances and went, "No." "No. You can sit right here," and kind of, he basically put his arm around me, and it's like, I have no idea what she is talking about right now, but man, all right, I'll just sit here with her in this space. Phew, thank you. One of the things that I found myself really tangibly going towards is, as the darkness was around, I needed ways of releasing it. Now, Reiki is a great way. As a Reiki master, I love being able to release it with Reiki. And yet, there were moments where I needed more. And I knew I needed more. And so, let's talk about some of those tricks that I was using. And here's one of the tricks. And that is, well, I don't have it on camera. Well, let me pull it on camera. And that is a Himalayan salt lamp. Love Himalayan salt lamps. They're wonderful for being able to release the negative energies. They do a phenomenal job. So, they're also great for not only just releasing negative energies, but they're good for allergies, asthma, all kinds of health benefits. But we're going to stick more towards the negative energies. So you have negative energies that are going on, and this helps put positive ions, natural positive ions. I mean, it is Himalayan salt, so it's putting those natural positive ions back into the atmosphere. So that's a really great way to be able to release dark negative energies. Okay? Well, maybe you don't have access to that. Now, one of the things I love, and it keeps coming back to me over and over and over and over, and that is, ego is complex, divine is simple. I always like to say simply divine. One of the things that I help myself with that is keep it simple, silly. Now, you may not like the silly one. I like it because that's just my quirky personality. It's like, oh, come on, silly girl. And a lot of times I might even be talking with my inner child of the little Natasha going, we're not doing that. Oh, come on, darling, come play. So keep it simple, silly. So it's my way. Maybe you can find a different way for that fourth one that works best for you. Hey, put it in a comment box. Write it in, some way, whether on the video or in the blog. What you come up with? What works for you? Love to hear about it. Another thing that I use is very ancient, and that is, and make sure it's in a natural container. When I say natural, I mean earth-made, a substance that's of the earth. I don't mean like plastic. Plastic is not a natural substance. And even though a human crafted this, it's still made with natural substances. So I'm talking about a container that's open and of a natural substance. And what do I have in here? I have Celtic sea salt. And what this does is you put the salt in it, You set it in an environment around in all of the corners, and you just set it there. I would suggest for 24 hours. Let it collect those dark negative energies, and then you want to take it away. You do not want to ingest it. Oh, no, 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 no. That would be counterproductive, right? So you wanted to remove this. And so one of the ways I like to do it is I have this weed patch. I have a weed patch, and I'm not talking a flower bed. I'm talking it's around some firewood that I have. And I don't know what it is with these weeds. So I know that the high salt, I pour it onto that weeded area, and then I let Mother Nature absorb whatever it is that she needs to absorb, release, and remove. So then Luna can come in, the moon can come in, and they work together in a synergy, harmonious way, and they balance it out. And how beautiful is that? Something that needed to be released from myself, whether it was mine or I absorbed it from somewhere else, and poof, it's gone. How awesome and amazing is that, right? So this is very simple. That's what I mean, simply divine. Keep it simple, silly. I mean, we all pretty much have salt. Now, I will say do not use man-made salt. It's much better if you are using a natural salt, like a Celtic sea salt, a Himalayan pink salt, not the iodinized table salt. This is better for you. This is better for that kind of releasing those negative energies. So that is our beautiful journey into how to release dark negative energies that you may have knowingly or unknowingly absolved. And if you're working with a dark void of your own personal way, that also is a nice way to be able to help you to eliminate some of those negativities out. I know I had to turn to it several times along with the Reiki. Hey, it's nice to have lots of tools, right? So, on that beautiful, beautiful note, I wish you so much love, much, much light, and magical, magical blessings each and every dear heart. Mwah! Goodbye!